Google Maps doesn't show this road.
Locals beg you not to take it.
17 people already did. Have you ever wondered where the roads go?
The ones you won't find on Google Maps. In New Mexico, there's a stretch of asphalt where GPS goes haywire, and your fuel gauge starts dropping right before your eyes. Locals call it the road to nowhere. And if you ever see that turnoff, for God's sake, just keep your foot on the gas. Now you might think this is just another desert tall tale, a bit of local folklore to scare the tourists, right? But the numbers tell a much darker story. At least 17 people that we know of have driven on to this 15-kilometer stretch and simply dissolved. For years, the state police and the Tourism Bureau tried to keep it quiet. They didn't want the headlines. They didn't want the panic. But how do you explain away the disappearance of an entire family? You can't. Not anymore. One local officer told me once, it's like a landlocked Bermuda Triangle. The road literally swallows them. It leads straight into the San Mateo Mountains, and then it just ends. Imagine the drive. The views are breathtaking. The jagged peaks of San Mateo against the crimson sunset. It's a photographer's dream. But for 17 souls, it was the last thing they ever saw. There's a small, dusty cafe right at the turnoff before the madness begins. The last stop. I talked to the owner. He looks like a man who hasn't slept in a decade. He told me about the Waldrug family from Chicago. Millie, Thomas, and their kids, Joe and Liza. Millie finished her coffee, stood up and said, "I'm just going to take the kids for a quick 30-minute drive to see the view while Thomas finishes his paper." She never came back for the bill. Thomas waited and waited. He started calling their names into the desert wind. "Millie! Joe!" Only the silence of the San Mateo Mountains answered him. Detectives, scientists, even those high-priced psychics, they've all crawled over every inch of that dirt, and they found nothing. No tire tracks, no broken glass, no struggle. Patrolman Robert Kelly said it best. There's nowhere to turn off, no hidden ravines. It's as if they just stepped out of our reality. So if you ever find yourself in New Mexico, cruising down that highway, and you see a sign pointing toward the San Mateo Range, do yourself a favor. Keep driving. Unless, of course, you want to find out where nowhere actually is.